So I'm here with Harvard women's soccer head coach Chris Hamblin. Coach, we're doing 118 yards with you, walking the length of the field. Very exciting, first time we've ever done this before. So just a little conversation that we're gonna have. You guys opened up Ivy League play against Penn this past weekend. Double overtime, 0-0 tie. Danielle Etzel with an unbelievable shutout of a game. Kind of talk to me about that game. What was the mindset of you and the team going into it, and the whole result?
Yeah, no, it's going into the Ivy League is a fresh start, right? And every game matters. And so for us, we had a game plan against Penn. It's the best start they've had, I think, in 20 years. So we knew we were going to come into a battle. And I was really proud of the effort. I was really proud of the resolve we showed. We created a lot of chances, and I think both teams probably came out thinking they could have won the game. But there are a lot of good things that we did during the 90 minutes and then the overtime. And we feel a little unfortunate that we didn't come out with a win, especially with how we transitioned and played in that second half. I think when you look at Danielle and the job she's done, and both our goalkeepers really, they've done a really good job kind of making saves, but not only that, they've been distributing the ball really well, making good decisions. So, we're content with the point, we're not happy, but we're now looking forward to playing Yale at home on Saturday at 7 p.m.
Sure, yeah, you've got Yale coming up. Obviously, anytime you play Yale, it's a big game. A big rivalry with a lot of tradition. How does that game, that kind of, the history of that rivalry that you have, how does that factor into how you prepare for it, like with this week coming up with practice?
Yeah, no, I think it's a great point. I mean, we have to just manage the moment, manage the emotion, manage the energy. Harvard-Yale is always a big game, there's no doubt about it. But for us, we're just talking about what we need to do every day in practice this week to improve. Just pick up those little inches so we'll be ready on Saturday. And so when we come into the game on Saturday, we know we're prepared, and we know that Yale is going to be another competitive team. They dropped their first game against Princeton, so they know they need a result too. So it's going to be another battle, but our focus is going to be on making sure we manage the moment, manage the energy, and then execute our game plan.
Absolutely. You guys brought in an unbelievable freshman class this year. Kind of talk to me about, have there been any standouts to you? It's a great group of girls who are immediately making an impact on the team. Are there anyone who in particular stood out, or is it just collectively just a one-of-a-kind freshman class?
I think a lot of credit goes to our team and the culture of the upperclassmen and welcoming such a big class. It's not easy adjusting to Harvard as a freshman, but I think our upperclassmen, our juniors and seniors and sophomores, really welcomed them and allowed them to feel comfortable being themselves. A lot of them have been asked to step up in some big roles and make some big plays, and we're asking them to play like upperclassmen, although they're freshmen. So, we're really happy with the freshman class. They were highly touted coming in, and they've lived up to kind of that expectation. But more importantly than that, they've kind of fit into what we're trying to do as a team. And we're keeping the ball well, and we're defending well, and now we've just got to be a little bit more effective with our attacking play.
Absolutely, that makes sense. All right, that's 118 yards with Coach Chris Hamblin.